Just leaked NIO stock secret news. You are not going to believe this NIO stock insider leak. Exclusive NIO information. As it turns out, NIO, a Chinese electric vehicle company founded in 2017, has smartphone ambitions. In March, CEO William Li confirmed that NIO was looking into the idea of creating a smartphone. He cited persistent but unconfirmed allegations of an Apple car as justification for the company's entry into the smartphone business. Hey guys, welcome back to Stock Market News. In today's video, we are going to talk about some inside information that was just leaked by NIO. So stay with us till the end of this video so you don't miss out on any of this information. And before we proceed, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click on the bell symbol so that you don't miss out on any of our wonderful videos in the future. And let's get started. The information that NIO will be releasing a smartphone was confirmed by William Li, according to a post made on Weibo by a Chinese influencer. In addition, it appears that Li conveyed to the influencer that the shape of the smartphone will be conventional and not curved or foldable. It is anticipated that it will be priced marginally lower than an iPhone and that it will utilize a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processor. The post claims that the phone will become available in the following year. In the meantime, NIO has plans to release a version that has been upgraded on an annual basis. This comes at a time when rumors regarding a more budget-friendly NIO sub-brand are continuing to spread. According to Electrek, the band's working title is Project Firefly, and its primary focus will be on serving customers in the more affordable price range of the market. The price range for its electric vehicles is anticipated to be between $15,000 and $30,000. It's vital to keep in mind that NIO has already revealed it's working on a cheap brand for the $24,000 to $44,000 market segment, and the codename for this brand is Alps. As a result, we recommend taking the reports that there will be another inexpensive brand with a grain of salt. NIO's moving forward with an expansion into Europe following significant success in China. The car manufacturer debuted its wares in the Norwegian market in 2018, and in 2022 they intend to do the same in Sweden, Germany, and the Netherlands. In addition to this, NIO is going to launch a manufacturing facility in Hungary this month after next. The 107,000 square foot building will serve as the central core for NIO's operations in Europe and will focus primarily on the manufacture of batteries. The battery swap stations will be produced at a rate of 240 per year at the factory. At the moment, NIO's objective is to have 4,000 battery swap stations operational all over the world by the year 2025. The United States-based electric vehicle stock market had significant growth during the month of July. According to statistics provided by S&P Global Market Intelligence, Rivian Automotive and Ford outpaced the S&P 500, which gained more than 9%, with returns of 33.3% and 32% respectively, while the S&P 500 earned more than 9%. They were not the only domestic electric vehicle manufacturers to see enormous profits in July, though. Tesla and a number of other people shot higher into the air. However, some experts in electric vehicles were excluded from the event. The Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer NIO's American depository shares had a loss of more than 9% for the month. In the month of July in the United States, there were multiple catalysts for the stocks of renewable energy companies. Newly proposed legislation that would contain more than $300 billion to combat climate change and would include incentives to encourage the sales of electric vehicles is one example of something that has the potential to enhance the entire sector. However, it wasn't until the last week of July that there was a significant increase in the possibility that the Inflation Reduction Act would receive sufficient support from Congress to succeed. Another recent development pertaining to Rivian and Ford contributed to the increase of their respective companies' share prices. As the company strives to ramp up manufacturing, Rivian has encountered its fair share of challenges. Due to a lack of available components and pieces of equipment, it was compelled to reduce its production volume projection for the year 2022. In addition, it attempted to boost pricing on its automobiles in order to compensate for the rising cost of raw materials, but it was met with resistance from customers who had already made pre-orders at lower prices. Because of this, Rivian will be required to bear those growing costs for the initial approximately 80,000 automobiles that were pre-ordered before the price hike took effect. But Rivian accomplished a significant goal throughout the month of July as well. Amazon has started employing electric delivery cars manufactured by Rivian and has stated that it plans to continue rolling them out across the United States in 2022. The e-commerce behemoth has every intention of taking possession of all 100,000 commercial trucks bought from Rivian by the time 2030 rolls around. During the month of July, Ford also reached a type of EV milestone. Along with the announcement of its earnings for the second quarter of 2022, Ford stated that it intends to increase its annual run rate for the production of electric vehicles to 600,000 by the end of 2023 and to 2 million by the end of 2026. In addition, the car manufacturer reported that sales of its electric vehicles in July increased by 169% year over year. Despite the fact that this was inaccurate, Ford reports that the category, which now includes the Mustang Mach-E, F-150 Lightning, and E-Transit van, expanded at a rate that was 3 times faster than the growth of the broader electric vehicle industry in July. NIO, as a matter of course, would not profit from any legislation in the United States that helps the domestic electric vehicle industry, but it has also been facing other headwinds, which have recently been responsible for a decline in the price of the shares. It is continuing to recover from production delays that were caused by lockdowns related to the Chinese COVID-19 virus. It also has the overhang of perhaps being delisted from exchanges in the United States, along with a great number of other Chinese stocks that will need to make the transition to conform to auditing norms in the United States over the course of the next few years. But the most significant adverse event to take place in July was the publication of a study by a short seller who claimed that NIO engaged in improper revenue recognition methods in connection with its battery swap subscription service. The board of directors of the corporation has established an impartial committee to conduct the investigation. Despite this, the story appeared to unnerve some investors, and the stock price responded negatively to the news. If we are talking about the price of NIO, then we should mention that the cryptocurrency's winning streak ended after 7 consecutive sessions, despite the fact that Friday's losses are not directly attributable to the performance of the company. NIO's stock price ended the trading week at $20.22, down 3.25% from its previous closing. On Friday, the market experienced a pullback after a scorching hot jobs report for July blasted beyond forecast. The Federal Reserve is very likely going to be more aggressive in raising interest rates in September as a result of this, despite the fact that it's possible to regard this as a good development. During the trading day, the Dow Jones gained 76 basis points, the S&P 500 lost 0.16%, and the Nasdaq sank lower by 0.50%. The explanation behind NIO's poor performance on Friday, the recent trip that House Speaker Nancy Pelosi took to Taiwan, went completely against what the Chinese government wanted to see happen. When it comes to climate cooperation, China has completely severed all ties of cooperation with the United States. Is it possible that there are more shoes that will fall from this? The geopolitical tensions between the two countries continue to rise, and investors are betting that this is only the beginning of the fallout to come. On Friday, most U.S. domiciled Chinese ADR equities were trading lower than they were the previous trading day. This comes as worries about these companies being delisted from U.S. exchanges are raising their ugly heads once again. At least one significant organization is also feeling the pressure as a result of the tensions that exist between the United States and China. The French banking giant BNP Paribas revealed that it has sold off almost 90%, which is equivalent to nearly 275,000 shares of NIO. Instead, BNP increased its stake in the electric vehicle startup Polestar by approximately 3.4 million shares. Polestar is jointly controlled by Volvo and the Chinese EV manufacturer Geely Motors. And that's it for today, guys. We sincerely hope you enjoyed our video today. If you did, please click on the like button and make sure you share with all your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to see even more incredible videos. Hey, thanks for watching today, and we'll see you in the next one.